Hey guys, hope you hear me. We are live. See if I got my little control room going. Yes, I do. All right. Bear with me for a second as I get this going. Wait, why am I hearing myself? That's weird. Wait, why am I hearing myself? There we go. Turn off sound. I'll need to have myself repeating at me. Alright, let me make sure this is decently within frame. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, you guys, I had a not fun start, so, my apologies, but I will say this was not really my fault. um, Again, I posted this in the chat, but I had everything set up last night before I went to bed. The stream was supposed to be set for 1:30, but for some reason when I checked earlier, it was set for 1. So I really don't know what happened there. Could have been user error, but I don't think so. And then none of the details were there. The correct title and thumbnail wasn't there. All of the information for the description was not there. So I genuinely have no idea what happened. So I frustratingly had to try to take care of all of that before starting properly, because we would have started at 1:30. And again, 1:30 was my intended start time, not 1. So whatever happened, I don't know. But YouTube failed me today, so woohoo. Sucks. But yeah. Let me oh lord. I forgot about that. I need to move this for a second and grab my Exacto. Again, I do apologize, but I do want to stress I really don't think this one is my fault, because I was mostly good to go. I needed to put in my contact, but that would have been done in the amount of time it took me to have to get everything set up again. So I'm a little frustrated, I'm not going to lie, but hey, we're going to have some fun. I'll probably adjust as we go, as I've done before, but I think that should be a good place to start. So, let me do my first check with the chat. Kind of like usual. Got my mouse pad over here, but I don't have my mouse on it. There we go. Not trying. Technically, only however many minutes late, the 7, I guess. Because again, my intended start time was 1:30, and it would have happened if all of this other bullshit didn't go on. So, yes, I'm technically late, but I'm gonna count this one as me being on time, because fuck that. Fuck technical difficulties. I wonder how the last night Megatron would look with a crown head. Trident, very cool. He would look very cool with a crown head. And I've seen artwork done of that, and it looks great. JMI filmmaker, hey man, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Same thing for you, Trident. Sorry, I was responding to some things before seeing the hellos, but oh, Rito Kenshin, hello. Hey, he's here. Wait, are you using anybody's too? Are you? Let's see. Well, you're just glad. Hey, if I'm not sharing Mountain Dew, don't have it on display. Nah, bro. I always got to have my Baja Blast, whether it's filling up my cup. JMI Filmmaker asks, are we here to chill and chat? I mean, kinda. Obviously I will be doing this live build of the Rise of the Beast Yolopark AMK Pro Scourge. And, so yeah, this one might be more of a just hang out and chill kind of stream. But I mean, if you guys want to ask me questions, or I mean, hell, if you want to do a hot take or two, ask me, or you can post it. Just make sure if you want me to react to it, please do the @Talon Productions tag, and so I can see the orange banner. Although again, this will definitely be much more of a hangout and chill. Go ahead and kind of get started real quick. Here's the front of the slipcover. Actually, you know what? God damn it! One more thing I forgot because of this delayed bullshit. I forgot the little light that I use to help everything. Not the best thing in the world, but there. But yeah, here's the front of the slipcover. Got Scourge here. Looks like Unicron in the background. Oh, a little kind of neat picture of Unicron there. Stuff on the back. You got the frame, the pieces, the finished product, the stand, blah blah blah, unmasked face, Transformers. All right. I feel like I was kind of channeling Emgo there to an extent. Yeah, let me get back into the chat real quick. Also, guys, if I sound a little weird, this is why in my post about the live stream last night, I said, there's a chance it might not happen or something like that. And it's because I feel like I'm coming down with something, unfortunately. And thankfully, I woke up feeling pretty okay. But, I've had a lot of coughing, stuff coming up. So that's been a fun time. But, like I said, I feel pretty okay. Let's see, off topic or random, but the Bayverse, Monsterverse, and Jurassic Park World movies were part of my childhood. Dude, same. Weird take, but the Bayverse to me is like Christopher Nolan's Batman movies. Interpretation of how these characters and stories would work in the real world. I'm sure someone out there is just losing their mind over you comparing those to the Christopher Nolan movies. But you know what? I'd agree with that. Transformers Call of the Future is the one. Thank you, J. Ross. Whether it's filling up my cup, eating at my favorite deli. One day, I've always wanted to do like a parody version of that. Even though you could argue that the original one was a parody. But of like me going to Taco Bell and filling up the cup of Baja Blast and like grabbing a 12-pack from the store and all that, and then being like, I always have Baja Blast. I just think it could be kind of funny. Eric M says there is no bad Scourge. They are all unique. I mean, I'd agree. I like basically every Scourge. I will go ahead and say, and you guys will hear about this when I talk about Rise of the Beast eventually. And going to be doing a discussion recording over in the Discord server sometime soon for an episode of Tales from Talon's Discord server. We're very behind on a bunch of those, but we're getting there. Oh man, I'm losing my train of thought. Oh my god. But I don't care a whole lot for this version of Scourge. He is okay. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird that because I have a soft spot for his design, for better or worse, even though I feel like they kind of went the most boring route possible with him based off of that truck. Because there was so much cool fan art when we were hearing about the descriptions of what Scourge would look like, and especially because of what the truck looked like. And it was just like, oh, he's just kind of a dude with the mask. Live action Cyclonus win? I'd love to see live action Cyclonus. Cyberlight asked, hey Talon, what are your thoughts on the Monsterverse? I love the Monsterverse. I've been down from the start. I love 2014. I like Kong Skull Island a lot. I like King of the Monsters well enough, but I was disappointed when I first saw it. But I definitely warmed up to it a lot more since then. Godzilla vs. Kong I liked a lot. And Godzilla X Kong is okay. But I am interested to see where it all goes in the future. Okay, I got a few orange bands. So, well here, I'll get to those after I kind of do a little bit more of this. So, you got the cool, like, chrome stuff with it. Wow, my voice sounds kind of bad. Holy fuck. I'm sorry, you guys. So you got that. You got another thing of Scourge here. You get the very cool thing that Megatron had where it's got the Terracon logo, and then you can see Scourge in it. Same thing where it was the Decepticon logo with Megatron in it. Super cool. Then of course Transformers on the side. So while I am taking this out, I have not opened him up yet, and I haven't even done what I did with Megatron, where I pre-installed any of the batteries for the LEDs. Because now that I think about it, I don't think I have the batteries for him, unfortunately. We'll see. What the hell was that? What was so loud? Put this over here. Oh, it's the same thing as the Mirage. He comes with a metal pin. That's kind of cool. I don't really care for pins a whole lot, but hey, that's neat. I suppose. Alright, so let me get into these. Rito Kenshin asks, this may be a weird... it's a hot take. Okay. Weird take, but the babe... Oh, so the Christopher Nolan thing. Yeah, no, I agree. You could argue it's not done as well as Christopher Nolan. I'm sure some absolutely would. But I can agree with that 100%. Especially just considering the era it came out in. So some people call it, quoting the very first live-action X-Men movie. They call it the "What Were You Expecting?" yellow spandex era. So yeah, I can definitely see that. Eric M asks, not Transformers related, but have you played the Little Nightmare games? I have not, and if I'm being 100% completely honest, I haven't even heard of those. Evan Rector says, I'm getting Flame Toys Optimus. Oh, very cool. I haven't gotten into any of the Flames Toys stuff myself. Here's the stand and whatnot. I'm gonna go ahead and put this just under here for right now. Oh Lord. Put my cup over here. Oh, my water. I'll get into the blast sometime soon. J. Ross, Talon Productions. Is it me or does IDW and Cybertron's games Optimus ears look like Batman ears? I could definitely see it, especially the IDW one where there's definitely, because Batman sometimes, and especially in the comics, can have the very long and pointy ears. I feel like I could definitely see that in IDW, and maybe to a certain extent the Cybertron games too. Let's see. Had to leave for a few minutes, but I'm back now. Welcome back, Triton. Zodiac asks, Talon, what's up? What's with people in the TF fandom saying that it's confirmed that Bumblebee is designed to take out Rogue Primes? I hope no one in this chat subscribes to this or subscribes to that theory or whatever, because I think it is, to be point blank, really fucking stupid. There is absolutely no evidence to it at all. Yeah, he fought against Nemesis Prime in the last night, and yeah, he did okay, but he was still losing at the end. If he was designed to take out Primes, then somebody fucked up. So yeah, I do not agree with that. There is nothing in the movies to suggest it. It's quite literally, hey guys, this is what I think. And people are some people are taking it as gospel, as fact, when it is not that at all. So I hate that, Zodiac. Let's see. Rito Kenshin says, I made Dark Knight, Dark of the Moon are two of my favorites. Anyone can enjoy them in my opinion. Oh yeah, they're both great. I will admit, I've always found the Dark Knight to be a little overrated in my opinion. It's really good. It's really good. Do not get me wrong. But I don't know. There are times where I'm like, if you take Heath Ledger's Joker out of it, I feel like it's just not like the best thing in the world. But I totally recognized recognized one of your nights. I totally recognized I have a bit of an unpopular opinion with that. It's good. I just don't think it's the 10 out of 10 movie that people make it out to be. Sorry guys, gonna try not to be too gross with how I'm feeling. If I have to blow my nose or anything, please don't judge me. Damn it. Hold on, let me go ahead and move this over a bit. If I can. And then tilt down some. And I'll show off the figures I have back here in just a little bit. Or at least before the stream's over. Let's see. Greedo Kenshin says, I feel like the Rise of the Beast should have been a better movie and should have rather focused on the Maximals instead. Oh, dude, I agree. Rise of the Beast, I don't think is genuinely bad, but it's not great, and I would take any of the other live-action movies over it. Except for maybe The Last Night, but even then, I kind of would rather watch The Last Night because I think I'd have more fun with it. Damn, I'm almost regretting this somewhat just because of how bad my voice sounds. But hey, we'll make it through it as long as you guys aren't too bothered. Damn, I'm really mad though that because I don't think I have the batteries. I'll have to check. But. Cyberlight ask, hey Talon, since you said that you weren't the biggest fan of Jurassic Park 3, what are your main reasons for why you hate it? Oh, dude, I don't hate the movie. I just don't think it's all that good. You know, I mean, I think it still looks good. I think all of the acting is pretty okay. I think my biggest issues are kind of Amanda Kirby, because she's just really fucking annoying. She's just so goddamn loud, won't shut the fuck up. Just not really a fan of her. She's not movie ruining for me, but like, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be lying if I said she didn't get pretty fucking close. Then just the plot's kind of like simple to an almost like insulting degree, I'd say. And then a big thing for me, this kind of goes back to even me being a kid, is just I really really don't like that they tried so hard sorry, to hype up the Spinosaurus as the new big bad to the point where you have to have it take out the previous big bad. I really don't like that kind of stuff. For me, granted, I was biased because as a kid, and still to this day, the T-Rex is my favorite dinosaur. But to me, it's just like you don't need to put something down to build something up. You know, you didn't have to have the Spinosaurus snap a T-Rex's neck super easy just to be like, look guys, this is the new awesome thing. I'm just not really a fan of that, you know. It'd be like I don't know, maybe an example of Scourge here just decided to waltz in on Megatron and one-shot him, and that's it. It's just like, hey, you have to like this guy now. It just kind of felt like even then the franchise was kind of losing steam. So it's like, I don't think it's a bad movie. I definitely don't hate it. I just don't think it's all that good. And that's basically it. Oh, I didn't even need to take his head out yet, because that was the battery installation. Well, hey. His head looks kind of cool, at least. Looks pretty well done. Alright, you guys, we're getting into the build. I think. Of course, this isn't even the one that needs to be open right now. God damn my voice, dude. I really hope I don't sound as bad on like to you guys as I sound to myself right now. Holy shit. You know what? Let me turn this a little more. I just really feel like there's so much empty space over here that's on camera. Not the most professional thing in the world, I know, but hey. Don't worry, you guys. I'm going to get to the chat here in a minute. I will say... Oh, no. I did it. God. Alright. I'm really not having a good time today. I'm not going to lie. It really is just one goddamn thing after another. Well, thankfully, that wasn't the worst issue in the world. Oh, we did need something from here. Will be torso. All right, let me get back into the questions. What I was gonna say was, while I'm building this, I will obviously take breaks to answer stuff and whatnot, but maybe don't tag me in a ton of stuff because I don't want to get too backlogged. Let's see here. Rito Kenshin at Talon Productions. I made some cringe Transformers fan fiction where it's a story of Dragon Ball with Optimus Prime as Goku and Vegeta as Megatron. Hey man, I think that could be kind of cool. And don't worry, I will never judge for quote-unquote cringe, because hell, I had an old YouTube account, I've talked about this before, where I did a really shitty stop-motion series that was a Transformers and Mortal Kombat crossover. I will say though, even today, I do think there were some cool things there. I do think that Papa Talon was able to have some cool ideas there. It's just I was not well equipped to make that kind of stuff then. Didn't know a whole lot about stuff like that, so it really was not the best thing in the world, but I had fun with it at least. So yeah, I can get behind. Oh shit! Put it on upside down. I can understand like the quote unquote cringe stuff, but hey man, don't be too hard about it, I guess. Hey, there we go. We're already getting there with the Scourge Meister or something. IDK LMAO. All right. The next is the neck and head. While I'm looking at that. Talon Productions, the best Fox X-Men movie. Oh, were you talking about the first one? Wait, JMI filmmaker. Oh wait, are you asking me best Fox X-Men movie? In that case, for me, I love X-Men First Class. That movie is so goddamn good. I think that's the best one. I like most of them. Obviously, something like X-Men Origins is not great. Hell, if I'm being completely honest, I don't even dislike The Last Stand like a lot of people do. It's also not really all that good, but, you know, I don't think it's quite as bad as it's made out to be. Quite. Zodiac says, people saying that shit is just confirmed irks me in ways you couldn't possibly imagine. Dude, same. I hate that. I hate that so goddamn much. J. Ross says, I'm still not sure what's the best Bayverse film, 07 or Dark of the Moon. Bro, Revenge of the Fallen. Damn, Zodiac again. Rebirth is terrible. No, it's not. I'm not saying it's the best movie in the world, but stuff like terrible, awful, and whatnot, I don't think it's that bad. I would rather have a movie about only the Maximals and Terracons because Beast Wars was my dad's favorite Transformers media to understand why he was most disappointed. Yeah, I could see that. Ooh, saying Age of Extinction is the best. Hey. Triton says Jurassic Park 3 was in development for years. You can tell. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you can tell. Cyberlight says, also, I hate on how they disrespected the living heck out of the T-Rex in Jurassic Park 3. Yeah, my biggest takeaway from it is at least it wasn't a known T-Rex, you know, like it wasn't Rexy, or anything like that. Like, it's just the fact that they had to come up with some random T-Rex and then kill the thing off. And hell, if I think this is more fan stuff, so maybe don't believe this. But if you go with this stuff, there are some things that say that T-Rex wasn't even a full-grown adult. Although again, I think that might be more of a like a fan cope type thing than anything. Could be wrong on that, but hey. Because hey, as I will encourage anyone to do your own research. Don't just believe something because you hear it. Damn, why won't this go? Am I doing it wrong, you guys? It's possible. It said B7, right? That's B7, so why aren't you fucking going? Oh, it's because that's B9, because it went into the wrong spot whenever I did this. God damn it, Nando. And then I put it on upside down. God damn it. Today's gonna be a rough day. I'm not hyped. I'm supposed to go out after this, which is part of why I wanted to start a bit earlier than I have been. Hoping I can fucking make it. Which way does it go? Oh, it is that way with the things. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, then I do essentially the same on the other side. Check out the cool half tire, you guys. Damn, if this could like come out, that'd be cool. Alright. About to the joke that I know YouTube would not have been appreciative of. But I've said several times on my Discord, so maybe you guys should join me. Nah, that it's not anything super bad or anything. It's just I know YouTube would not like it. It's what being frustrated makes me want to do. Alrighty, this looks fairly simple. Building Scourge's crotch. Yeah, my voice being kind of fucking made that sound a bit more aggressive than I feel like I meant it to. I guess we go ahead and put this stuff together now. That's cool. Hey, settle down. That was my cat, Hayes. She was on here, I want to say for the second live stream I did, so like two weeks ago. If I get a chance, I'll try to show one of them. You guys haven't seen my cat, Jupiter. He is an orange man. Triton says, I hope we can cheer you up. Oh no, you guys already have. I just get frustrated when stuff doesn't go right for no reason at all. You know, there was no reason for the live stream to be scheduled at 1 instead of 1:30. There was no reason for the title, the thumbnail, and the description and everything in there to not be there today when I saw them save last night and even double checked to make sure they were saved. Just, you know, one thing after another that really didn't need to happen. Oh, so it looks like I have not been tagged on anything yet. Remember, you guys, if you want to make sure that I see something, please tag me on it. Talon, I swear your voice sounds just like my chemistry teacher. He's chill as fuck. Hey, I'll take that as a good thing. I definitely couldn't be a chemistry teacher, though. I'm not that smart. There's one fan theory that the T-Rex in JP3 was Junior. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Cyberlight, I really hope that's not true. Because I like Junior a lot, and I just don't need to know, damn, he grew up and got fucking murked by the Spinosaurus just because people were like, the guys, it's bigger and better than the T-Rex. Dumb. And the thing is, I like the Spinosaurus. I just don't like it in that context of, hey guys, look how cool this new thing is. It's better than this old thing that you like. I just really hate when stuff feels the need to do that. Sorry, there's a hand covering the thing. Palm in your face, right? Z. J. Ross says T-Rex is fully grown. Yeah, that's my thing. The whole thing of the JP3 T-Rex being a sub-adult came out afterwards. And I'm pretty sure it might be more of a fan thing than anything. So that's why, like, I was like, I'll mention it, but I don't think it's actually true. Plus, the animatronic that they used in the movie was just a recolored version of Buck from The Lost World. I will say, just looking at it, the paintwork on this guy is beautiful. Oh, please go on there easily. There we go. Kind of a loud pop, louder than I would like, but like I'm not sure how well it's gonna show up on here, but just like the rust detailing and of course like the logos, which are like a physical thing. It's not just paint or what, like a tampograph or anything. So stuff looks pretty damn cool, I'm not gonna lie. Saw someone say Fallen Kingdom's in my top 3. Dude, it sucks because there's a lot of stuff that I do like about Fallen Kingdom. I just think it kind of falls apart. Because, like, I think the first half is pretty solid. You know, I know a lot of people can kind of bring up, oh my god, they, what the hell am I trying to say? You know, like the scientific, inaccuracies with like the volcano and Chris Pratt being able to outrun stuff and this and that. Like, but fucking whatever, dude. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of hard for me to take that kind of stuff seriously. But like, then you get into the whole like selling the dinosaurs on the black market shit. And I just feel like so much of that was kind of lame. I will say I do kind of like the haunted house feel with like the Indoraptor. And the ending, even though you can argue how it was done, is kind of dumb with little clone girl being like, they're alive like me. Hell, why didn't you open the door and let the gas go out instead of letting them out, guys? But, be 14, 15, and 16. Let me find these first. 14, 15, and 16. Okay. But there's a good bit of stuff that I like from Fallen Kingdom. I do like some of the more horror aspects. Again, like I said, the haunted house feel at the end. But then a lot of the intro to the movie, so good, so fucking good, and like just the horror stuff in that intro is awesome. As for Dominion, because I know that's kind of like the punching bag one. I don't hate Dominion, but I've only ever watched it once, and that was in theaters. And I got the Blu-ray as a Christmas gift whenever I guess that would have been Christmas of 2022, and I still haven't watched it. I don't hate the movie. I know a lot of people do, and it is dumb. And then just some of the stuff like the director being like, "Oh man, the fucking Giganotosaurus is like the Joker." And then it didn't do any goddamn thing in the movie. It just got killed for existing. Kind of wild. This is 18 and 19. And away we go. Thank you, Powerglide. But damn, could God damn it. I hate when these pieces get stuck. Oh, so like, I don't think there has, and I know this is probably an unpopular opinion, I just don't think that there's been a truly, genuinely awful movie in the Jurassic series. There's been some less than good ones, for sure. But I don't think there's been anything that really warrants, like, too much hate, I guess. Did I put this on the wrong side? I think I put this on the wrong side. Let me look, I guess. Wait, where'd the page go? Where'd the fucking page go? Damn, guys, I'm not sure. Where the hell does this go, then? Does this go like that? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Nor does it make a whole lot of dollars. Oh, wait a second. Is it the top of his arm? It's the top. Alright. I got you. If I paid attention more to the fucking instructions, that'd probably help me out. Let's see. B20, B21. Again, I hope you guys are at least a little, or having a little bit of fun. I know these things may not be the most exciting stuff in the world, but let's see here. On Halloween. Alright, let's see. We're putting together. Bam! And it looks like now we do the hand. This is his right. Bro, get out of the fucking box. Well, the tray. Plastic tray. Hey, that went on. Might need to floor polish this, but alright, and it looks like the oh, it's not? Of course, it's got to be in this one. Alrighty, let me go ahead and do that because it's got the sword. Yay! I avoided this thing fucking... Ooh, the sword looks pretty good. Again, I am pretty just amazed by how well detailed a lot of this stuff is. I guess that goes on the bottom? Yeah, okay, cool. Super cool. Uh-oh. Damn, sorry, you guys. Alrighty, let's see. Alright, let me get back into this. I think Fallen Kingdom's the best shot film of the franchise. I could definitely see that. Let's see. Rito Kenshin says, I made Triptychon and Grimlock King Piccolo and Piccolo Jr. in my fan fiction. Well, that could be cool. Hey. Mean fans Zang, I really hope I'm not saying any of that wrong. Hello! J. Ross also don't know what, okay, Capsule Corp Goku would make more sense. I unashamedly love the Minion. Hey man, never feel shame for liking a movie. Oh, I guess I'm caught up on the chat. Hey. Ah, damn. We're kind of losing people, too. Fuck. Maybe my stream's not the best right now. Damn. Well, hey. It is what it is. Alright, now we are doing the other arm. Which I feel like some of this I shouldn't really have a problem kind of doing. You know, by ear. Let's see. Eric M, I'm glad you're still here. You too, J. Ross, since you just posted. If y'all like Dominion, then more power to you. Like I said, I feel like Dominion is a solid okay. I do remember feeling pretty disappointed about it, but... Rito Kenshin says, I'm honestly glad I found your channel. Glad that this community is so nice and polite, especially since the Transformers fandom is sort of a mixed bag. This chat makes me feel welcome. Dude, that legit makes me feel so happy. Because I know I tend to say this a lot whenever people say stuff like that, but that was part of my intent with the channel, was to help give people just kind of a place to, you know, relax and chill and whatnot. Especially just how some spaces of the Transformers fandom could be. And I really feel like the Transformers fandom has kind of just gotten worse, which really sucks to say. Let's see, I need 23, 24, 25. See where they're at. 23, 24, okay. You know, and then especially with like the base stuff. I know that's always kind of a go-to for me, but it's just like, you guys are so judgmental about things. I just don't understand why, man. So yeah, my aim has always been to help give people a place to feel more welcome. You know, not judge just because you like a movie series that other people do not. And, yeah. So I hope that has been working out. Here. So yeah, I'm glad that you feel welcomed. Yeah, that's why I always like to preface like, hey, I have opinions I'm sure you guys might disagree with, and there are things that, you know, you guys might like that I don't, but I'm not going to make you feel like, hey, you're wrong for liking those things. And I hope that's the impression, or I hope that's the impression that I give. Let's see, 27, 28. Those over here, so this is 27. You go over here. Don't ask me why I'm saying it like that. The Decepticons need a leader, not a decorative centerpiece. There you go, guys. There's my Prime Starscream for you. And 29 and 30. Right down here. Let's see. Triton says that Talon Productions, one thing I will always give Dominion credit for, is featured a bunch of lesser known dino types that we've never seen in films before. Oh yeah, for sure. I did like its variety of dinosaurs and how it looked. And you know what? To give credit to one thing too, I know most people tend to say this about Dominion, but I love the scene with the I always kind of fuck up, I feel, with pronouncing this thing's name, the Therizinosaurus. I used to call it, more so as a joke, but I used to call it the Rizinosaurus. But yeah, that scene where she has to escape from it and it being like blind and stuff, that was pretty cool. But yeah, there was just a bunch of new stuff. So it was cool to see. Even though some of them were just like, hey, here's some new Raptors, it's still the fact that they were new Raptors. So always love to see that kind of thing. Getting the arm together. Where's the other hand? There it is. Or can do the claw. I'll just do the arm for right now. So wait, what's let's see, D4 and C32. C32 is the claw. Let's see. Oh, this is looks like it's very posable. That's cool. Hey. I'll have this off to the side. And then D, I feel like, is that one. Yep, it is. D4 with the stand and stuff. So let's see what this piece is. Oh, I think this might be the... Yep, it looks like it's the gun. looks like you'll have to plug it in. Plug it in somewhere. I know Austin's not here, but I plugged it into his mom. Ah, got him. Speaking of which, I need to check my Discord real quick. So I'm just like, where are some of these guys? Damn, nowhere to be found. This makes me sad. Time to commit Sudoku. But, let's see. If you ever watched Camp Cretaceous, Jesus, then do you buy the theory that the T-Rex from JP3 was the mate of Big Edie / Dad of Little Edie? I haven't seen Camp Cretaceous, but I do know of Big Edie and Little Edie. I haven't heard that theory though. That could be interesting. I feel like that's trying to add a little too much of a grudge to these animals, since I know they end up fighting the Spinosaurus at some point. I just know it's like, guys, not everything needs to be connected. God damn, I'll say it again. I feel like I sound awful. I'm sorry I'm putting you guys through this, but hey, you guys willingly join. Let's see, this is the one chat I don't get made fun of for my opinion or creation. Yeah, I've heard of some things where people really do get poked fun at, and it's just, in my opinion, gross to see and hear. Alright, see, 1, 2, 3, 5. Damn, there's a lot of stuff here. And it looks like it's all on this side. Alright. At least it's a very simple flip for this. Well, which way does it go? Hold on here. Oh, it's probably that way. No? Hold on. Oh, I guess it... Sometimes these pictures are just really fucking small, and I'm like, oh my... Oh, I did... Okay, I had it right the second time. Okay, cool. C1, there we go again. Won't come out of the fucking tray. Once again, I'll say too, I hope you guys don't mind my typically frequent use of colorful language. I try to be better about it in the... Oh, hey, Penny, stop. God damn. Destructive ass cat. Hey guys, just stay safe this Halloween because of Big Dick Randy. Let's see, Triton says, also maybe it's just me, but I can see that the team who worked on Dominion genuinely cared about the franchise and its legacy. No, I agree. That's why, like, I never really bought people saying that, like, the legacy characters in that movie didn't feel right or whatever. I thought they were fine. I thought they were done pretty well. Yeah, maybe that's just me, but... Hey, Penny, please stop. Please stop. Okay. I don't like fandoms because you have to be careful about what you say. Yeah, it really does suck that you have to be like that. It's just like, can we all just enjoy this stuff? I mean, we're united by our love for, you know, Transformers or whatever. It's like, but here you are being a dick about some goddamn plastic toys. Cool. You're so cool, my guy. Especially since these are people that, like, have kids and shit. Dumbass people. Penny, please stop. Please. I am trying to work. I know this isn't necessarily work, but you know, Penny, I'm gonna flip out. I'm gonna crash out. Isn't that what the kids like to say nowadays? Penny? Is this right? Yes, it is. Stop, man. Like, what are you doing? Stop. See, Mike. This is her. This is the culprit right here. Say hi, Penny. I love you. You're great. But please stop. J. Ross says Talon Productions. I don't care if it, or I don't know if it's a hot take or not. But in my opinion, if Galvatron looks better in Marvel / IDW comic colors than the purple. I do like that gray. Hey, our boy Lance is in the house. I don't know if he's been here for a while. But hello, Lance. Talon, I bit off more than I can chew. Then I chew it. I pulled the pin in the grenade. Then I threw it. Yep. That's what you do with a grenade. God damn. And where's Yeatron? Jesus Christ. Remember, I'm a hardcore Snyderverse guy, so I know all too well about getting shit on for loving certain films. Fucking Snyderverse, bro. If only Bayverse Comics had comic animations. You kind of have that for the first movie prequel. Thanks to, because they did that motion comic. It was like Transformers Beginnings. I don't know, man. Oh, it's Austin. What's up? I thought the legacy characters were fine in Dominion myself. They were kind of just there, but like I'm kind of glad they didn't make necessarily the biggest deal about them. I thought they worked pretty well myself, even if that was just like within the context of Dominion, which might not be necessarily a good thing. But hey, I'm glad you're here, Austin. I heard positive things about Dominion. Now I'm here. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Oh, Penny, stop. Hold on, guys. Stay with them. Stay with them. Stay with them. Lay down with Hayes. Lay down with Hayes. God. I love that cat, but she is one where you have to like just keep over and over and over, just telling her, no, stop. Hold on, you guys. Might sound a tad gross. It's mostly because she keeps trying to get into this space over here, where I got like my where I got the like the power strip and everything plugged in, and she just keeps trying to get in there, and there's no reason to get in there other than just to mess with stuff. But man, I really hold on. I really hope this charger's still going well. Let's see. Rito Kenshin, at Talon Productions, G1 fans are the worst people I've ever met around. I have never seen more immature people crash out just because I said the Bayverse was my first exposure to Transformers. Yeah, I will always say I really don't think it's all G1 fans. Not all G1 fans, but it they definitely don't help themselves, I guess. I don't know. Let me see here. Is this the neat or what are you? Hold on, guys. There we go. His leg's turning out pretty good. What the hell am I saying? Yeah, the G1ers, like, you know, as in GEEWNNERS, they can be fucking rough. And yeah, very immature, especially for being like at least, you know, 40, if not, you know, 50-year-olds. It's fucking nuts. One might even say knucking futz. But, let me see here. C4, 6, 9, 11, 12. Okay, I think I got it all. This is all on this side. Yeah. Yes. There's a bad impression for you guys of Beast Wars Megatron. Even though Beast Wars Megatron's my dude, I love him. Alright, let's see. Hot take, Alita looks better in yellow like an animated. RC looks better in red or blue like a Prime, a Rising Beast, and Thrust looks better in green like an Armada. Huh. A guy with too many regrets? I could see that. Sure, hold on. Let me see. Was that the right way? Yes, it was. Yes, it was, Reggie. Kind of sorry that you guys hit a little bit of like depressy Talon. Not really depressy, I guess, just like being fucking frustrated with how everything went. Austin, since you weren't here for it, it's just I set everything up last night to you know, be good to go. Hold on, where's C11? Oh, it's this one. I set everything up to with the title, the thumbnail, and the description while we were in voice chat, and you know, set the, or at the very least thought I set the time for 1:30, but no, it was set for 1 o'clock, and then YouTube, for one reason or another, just did not save me doing the thumbnail, the title, the description, and all that. So I get on, and there are already people waiting for at least half an hour, if not more, and just all of my stuff was gone. So I ended up being late because YouTube fucked up. Because I would have been in at 1:30, but no. Just pissed me the fuck off, dude. Great start to the day in the live stream. Okay. We're getting close, you guys. We got the main body, both arms, and now we're about to have a whole leg done. So that's cool. It's also the fact that, if you couldn't tell, I am not feeling 100% like I kind of expected, but... Alright. Now let's put the foot on. Please don't be a bitch and a half like it was Mirage. No, it was not. It was not a bitch and a half like Mirage. Hey, there's a leg. Go ahead and put this over here. Now we do the other one. Ow, that kind of fucking hurt. I kind of grabbed like the edge of the leg with like my nail, and it didn't bend a lot, but it slightly bent, so that didn't feel like the best. Hold on. What's the... Okay, that's this way. There we go. Yeah. Hell, I might just use this as like the, you know, instead of having to look back and forth with the, oh, that's backwards. Oops. You know, the instructions, I can just look at this and say, hey, what's going on? Alright. Alright, I have not been in the chat for a little bit, so let me kind of get back in here for a second. Yo, Talon, I keep getting ads. Oh, wait. Hi, broski. Sorry I'm late. Hey, man, it happens. I'd like to see Bay Prime riding legendary Godzilla, both of them killing evil monsters. That could be too cool. Yeah, Austin, yo, Talon, I keep getting ads. LMAO, what we were talking about last night. Yeah. That kind of sucks, though. I hope it's not, like, super interrupting. Triton says, at Talon Productions, in a weird way, the 07 film was the most G1 Transformers thing in years. We had Peter Cullen as Prime, with Bumblebee, Ironhide, Ratchet, and Jazz against Megatron, Starscream. Oh, yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, despite what people will try and argue, that definitely was the most G1 thing. I mean, the movies was the first time we saw Bumblebee since the G1 cartoon, at least in terms of media. Well, maybe the IDW comics had already brought him in at that point, but if I remember right, the only reason why was because of the movies being able to get the trademark for the name. But, yeah, man. It's way more G1 than people like to give it credit for. Or at least the G1ers like to give it credit for. Let me move this for a second. Cyberlight says, hey Talon, what is your opinion on the MonsterVerse version of Godzilla? He is one of my favorites. Yeah, he's one of my favorites too. To be honest, he might be my favorite, except for maybe -1. I fucking love MonsterVerse Godzilla. He's so cool. I love the design. I love the sound design. I really feel like that version of the roar is so iconic. And just like the scale of him. And, you know, I do like the personality that he has and sort of the role of just like he is, you know, the balance in nature and stuff like that. I don't know, I think he's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see. Austin says peak thumbnail, by the way. Yeah, dude. Okay, so you guys, I will be 100% honest with you. The thumbnail was going to be a little different, but I fucked up while doing it, and it turned out the way it did because I was gonna do it where if you look at the thumbnail for the Yolopark Revenge of the Fallen Megatron build, it was kind of from like the knees or thighs up. And I was gonna do that, but somehow, while cutting out the image in GIMP, something messed up along the ways, and it cut out like Scourge's middle section and part of the sword and all this and that. So I was like, all right, I'll make him a little extra big, and then I'll have the bottom of the thumbnail be just above where the fuck ups were. But I think it worked out pretty well, so hey, it is what it is. A lot of Godzilla's talk going on. But hey, I'm here for it. I love Godzilla. See, Eric M. at Talon Productions, Bayverse Prime, and wait, Freerin? They live long, are interested in humans, lost friends, get shit on by people for killing true evil monsters. Again, sorry you guys. I mean, hey, I could. I'm not sure who Freerin. I really hope I'm not fucking that up. Let's see here. Hey, Cyberlight asks, hey Talon, what are your top 5 favorite versions of Optimus Prime? Ah, man. Well, obviously, number 1 is Bay Prime. Number 2 is probably, I was gonna say the Unicron trilogy, but I specifically mean Armada. So it'd be Armada. Um, damn, I'm really having to think about it. Number 3. Damn, I'm really having to think about this. um, probably be. Damn, I don't know. You guys are really having to have me like think about this. Probably aligned, I guess. And I do say that generally speaking, because like I like him in the games a lot. I like him in Prime. I'm just gonna consider them all the same for the sake of, or for the sake of this ranking. It still cracks me up how much praise Prime Optimus tends to get nowadays. When I remember people did not like him when that show was coming out. They thought he was boring, too preachy. I mean, I like Prime Optimus, obviously, but I just remember when that used to be the thing of like, oh, this version kind of sucks, and that's changed in the past few years. I'm not sure if I could rank anymore, to be honest. I'm just not really sure. Because, like, animated's cool. Like, Transformers 1 is cool. I mean, there's not a version of Prime that I dislike. Yeah, just to make that clear, there is not a version of Optimus Prime that I dislike. Hey, J-Man, hope you're doing well. Says low-key being sick sucks, but I got a comment saying I'm using AI, even though I do not. You can tell I don't due to my voice stuttering here and there, and my words are sometimes in the air. Yeah, I get that. That's why like I do some pretty heavy editing to my audio, just between like my stutter and my pauses. Like I'd love to be able to just record something, just add the audio section in and like upload or whatever, but like I can't. I just like I go blank for a while. I tend to let me see, is this the right piece? Give me a second, you guys. Now this is it. Well, what the fuck? Oh. Wowie Kazowie or something. There we go. Hey. We're getting there on old Scourge. Yeah, so I understand that, J-Man. Let's see. Rito Kenshin says at Talon Productions. I feel like last night should have at least mentioned Lockdown since he was such a big threat, did a lot of damage. It would have been nice. I always appreciate just little mentions and whatnot. Be cool. Yeah, Jay, man. I hope your hope the cold gets better. As you can probably tell, I'm not feeling 100% myself, so I understand. I am with you, some might even say. Yeah, what are you? You're C20. Where do you go? Oh, you go on the other side, so I grabbed a piece early. God damn it. Need another sip of the blast. That's gonna help me. Shattered Glass Optimus is what haters think Bayverse Optimus is. Only except Shattered Glass Prime is the real war criminal. Fuck yeah, yeah, yeah. Yolopark Revenge of the Fallen lockdown toy win. Oh, dude, like the Revenge of the Fallen Nest toy. I'll be honest, I don't think that's gonna happen by Yolopark. It'd be super cool. Do not get me wrong. I just doubt we would see them make something that's I guess you could say niche. I do feel like they will be very likely to make Age of Extinction lockdown one day though. Granted, I'll be honest. I know it's not necessarily a competition, but like I don't see them making a better one than the 3-0 one coming out. That thing looks fucking incredible. Oh, this is turned downward? Okay. Well, let me fix that on this one then. Interesting. I somehow missed that picture. Oh, I guess that makes a bit more sense with how it looks and kind of makes his leg look, or foot look a little more solid. Oh, cool. Intriguing, even. Hey, thankfully my cat did settle down because I have not heard her in a while. Here I go again. I'm sorry, you guys. Let's see, Austin says, what's wild is how Bay Prime haters morally grandstand, but their tactics for discussion or how they describe Bay Prime. Yeah. Dude, hell yeah. Aren't they the same people that sends Michael Bay death threats because of flames? They definitely could be. That's still wild to me that they were so opposed to a character having flames on them. They were just like, oh my god, Michael Bay. Just fucking ridiculous, dude. Just some of the most unaware, just no self-awareness, just bullshit stuff imaginable. Let's see. Radio Kitchen says, very hot take, but I dislike Lockdown. I feel like he doesn't have enough depth and enough personality, and it hurts because I have like Bounty Hunters, which is just my opinion. You talking about just in general, or like specifically Age of Extinction Lockdown? I don't know. I like Lockdown. I like him in most stuff, and I do like him in Age of Extinction. I actually thought for what he was, he had a good bit of personality in Age of Extinction. Wait, I think I fucked up this piece. Hold on. Can you come out without breaking? Be nice. Be nice. Oh my god. Damn, this piece is fucking in there. There we go. Okay, I was able to do what I need. I had to get the pointed bits under this, and they weren't. So, thankfully, I guess I got it out enough that I was able to kind of slide them under. So that's cool. That's cool. All right, this should go back here. Then, is that the leg done? Hey, this whole thing? Yep, this whole thing's done. I mean, hell, honestly, shit, guys, it just hit me. That's gonna be it. So, yeah, damn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit, wait. Oh, I hope there wasn't more. It's part of his face? Yeah, that's part of his face. Well, that's... Oh, I guess... Wait. I'm a little confused right now. Does he come with just two different head sculpts? That's kind of... I'm just wondering why... Why do you have two... Okay, I'm a little lost now. Hold on. This is blowing my mind a little bit. Oh, so it is just an interchangeable piece. Okay, okay. I was making sure that this somehow didn't go on over this one. I think it might be, so when you take Scourge's mask off, it doesn't have the forehead thing, I think. But, like, I don't think there's enough room for that. We'll fucking see. We'll see. Oh, dude, his mask is die cast. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, you guys, but we're going to get the final build on. So I request you guys take a look-see. So, let's get this leg on. Get the other leg on. God damn. I'll grab that in a second because that landed up there or down here. So I'll go ahead and put it back on. That went flying. Damn. Did you guys see that clearly? Alright, here is the left arm. Oh lord. Might be a bit of a iffy one to get in. I think I got it. Yeah. I feel like that might be a joint that needs to be tightened a little bit. And then let's get this arm on. Damn. Come on. There we go. See, that one made a pop and this one didn't, so I hope it's good. But yeah, it looks like we got Scourge. And he looks pretty good. Like I said, I don't know if I have the batteries for him, unfortunately, so I'm not sure I'll be able to show off his lights. But yeah, here we go, and then oh, I see it now. So I guess this will just plug in over the arm, so you can have like the claw things kind of here, and then there's an LED in there, so that's cool. You know what? Let's go ahead and get him on with the claw arm. But first, before that, the hands are pretty well articulated. Like, you know, each one is individual. You can see. You know, they've been at the base, the middle. Then they got, yeah, very good articulation. Hell yeah. The thumb can swivel out. Then it bends there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. There's a good bit in the chat that I've missed, so I'll try to go through stuff real quick. I miss Hob Channel. Yeah, I'm surprised he's not here. I'm sad he's not here. I love Hob Channel. I like seeing when he comments. I like seeing him pop up in here. Hob Channel's pretty great. Arctic Warrior, hi, hello. Oh, damn, sorry guys. Can you make a video defending all the Autobot characters just like you did for Bay Prime and defend the Autobots' actions? Maybe. My thing with that though is like I had enough to go off of with Bay Prime, but I feel like, you know, doing individual characters like Ironhide or Ratchet or Sideswipe won't really give me as much to go off of. Now, of course, maybe I could do just all of them in general. But I mean, hell, let's be honest. I'd have a hard time defending the Wreckers for like ripping apart that one guy because they were just kind of dicks. um, but yeah, I don't know. So maybe I have considered doing more like in defense of type things. It's just he's got the same thing that Megatron has, where like the crunches in the torso are like a little loose. But yeah, Scourge is looking pretty good here. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty cool to have a movie accurate version of him. So looks like the spinny joint is very loose, but you know he can't do his like wah, 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 like stuff. That's kind of cool. I will say it's very neat to have a very movie accurate Scourge too. I like the Studio Series toy just fine, and I think that even though it's the concept design, but I think the concept design is actually pretty cool. And then having the figure with upgrade kits is nice, but it still doesn't quite hit that. This looks pretty good though. Yolopark is definitely impressing me with what they do. It's pretty awesome. And in a bit, I'll take the camera off of my tripod and you know, give you some up close details with him, or a closer look at him. J. Ross, I still loathe Age of Extinction Lockdown's design, but his personality is phenomenal. I like his design for the most part. Like I said before, I wish he didn't have quite such a human face, but I do like him for the most part. Rito Kenshin said at Talon Productions, Age of Extinction Lockdown. Unfortunately, I just don't see the hype because all my friends say he's awesome, but I'm just not a fan. I do love him. Okay, that's fair. I mean, hey, you know, I can, to an extent, I understand why people love Lockdown so much, just because of the personality, his design, the alternate mode, you know, and he does kick a lot of ass. I do think he's a little overhyped, though, if I'm being 100% honest. Let's see what he looks like with this, with the cannon arm. Oh, here we go again. Sorry, guys. Okay, doesn't look too bad. Does kind of get in the way of the elbow joint a little bit. But, I mean, you can still get a pretty solid, like, 90, slightly more than 90 bend. So, hey, that's pretty cool. Only thing is, I kind of wish he had the like long cannon thing that he used to shoot at Air Razor. That would have been cool. Especially since, like, aside from like people making like 3D printed stuff, I don't think we've gotten that, because I don't think even the DNA kits had that, unless they do and I don't remember. Getting these out of the way. Hell, I'll probably go ahead and put these in the box. And hell, let me go ahead and get this kind of out of the way as well. Just the stand. And it looks to be essentially the same stand that Megatron had. Yeah. Yeah, now that I got all that done, I will put this back in the box. And this box can be disposed of. Yeah, I don't keep boxes for stuff unless it's like Masterpiece, and even then that kind of depends. And 3-0. Alright, that's out of the way. Damn, it's just kind of neat, I guess, this is done. Let's see. Get the stand going. Got your Terracon logo, is pretty cool. I'll definitely get some batteries for him because I don't think I have the right stuff. Damn, let me get back here. Eric M said Bay vs. Lockdown's the GOAT. That's fair. Yeah, let's see. Getting a lot of Talon side face of the stream. Oh shit. Yo, Scourge, remember me? Eric M says the time between when Sentinel killed Ironhide to when the Autobots arrived in Chicago is so depressing because the Decepticons weren't won during that time. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the Decepticons were large and in charge. Cheetor's pretty great. Yeah, no, yeah, because Optimus Primal does have a great design. I probably agree that he's the best one, but I'm also with Austin where I fucking love Cheetor. Rido Kenshin, to me, Age of Extinction Lockdown just feels too basic. It doesn't have that sauce that Sentinel Megatron had in my eyes. He's too cartoonishly evil. Huh. I don't know, man. I don't really find him cartoonishly evil, if I'm being honest. I mean, as much as I love Megatron, I think you could argue he would be more cartoonishly evil, or even the Fallen. I don't say that in a bad way, but I mean, they are pretty basic. At least Lockdown kind of has, like, a bit more of a motivation going on. J-Man, Loki, if I could record, I would, but I sound like I smoked a pack of Newport and I just can't. Damn. That's fair, dude. That's fair, J-Man. Damn, a lot of Age of Extinction Lockdown hate in here. I will not have it. You hear me? No, I'm kidding. I'm not like... I like Age of Extinction Lockdown, but I, you know, I don't know. I do think he's a little overrated, I guess that's what I'll say. Give me a second, you guys. Alright. Rido Kenshin at Talon Productions. Ironhide was so cool. I think him and Ratchet's deaths made me crazy. Yeah, no, for sure. Their deaths are rough, especially Ratchet's. Like, for as terrible as Ironhide's death is, at least it seemed it was over, like, fairly quickly. You know, relatively speaking. You know, Ratchet's was drug out, you know, just ripped apart, his leg blown off, scared and alone. I just, Then Triton says, Scourge is easily the weakest live-action Transformers villain from a performance perspective. Peter Dinklage really phoned it in. I would not disagree. I don't think his performance is as bad as some people say, but, like, it's not great. I can admit that. I do think some stuff was pretty good, though, especially his opening of just, like, you know, you're this planet's great warrior. Like, I kind of enjoyed some of that stuff. But there are other lines that are dumb, like, I know Austin said he's got to go for a sec, but you know he tends to break up the, you know, rip the flesh from their bones and bring me the key. And I can admit, like, a line like that definitely sounds a little plain. It's like I wouldn't disagree. I just don't think he's too bad. I think he has some decent lines here and there, but I don't know. Then J. Ross asks, do you think Lockdown was too strong in Age of Extinction? Maybe to an extent. I actually think Lockdown is a little overhyped by people. I was like, oh, he kicks a lot of ass, blah blah blah, and, you know, but part of me's like, but he kind of got fucking, you know, tricked and his ass beat by fucking Evasion Prime, and I know that Prime was fixed at that point with Cade helping him, but still. And then what the hell am I trying to say? You know, he tends to fight from a distance. Like, yeah, he captured Prime, but that's because he shot him from like a mile away. I mean, he does pull some good moves in the end fight, but I feel like it wasn't anything that Prime couldn't handle. You know, there's definitely some unorthodox stuff, and I mean, you know, Lockdown was fairly toe to toe, but it didn't give me the impression that he could lose, like say in the fight against 07 Megatron. Rito Kenshin says Scourge was meh. I feel like a different voice would have been better, like a more deep and menacing voice. Maybe. Eric M. Hot take, knockout. Never cared about Breakdown. He only cared about himself and his paint. I could partially agree, because he seemed like he didn't care a ton whenever Breakdown died, but at the same time, whenever Silas Breakdown first showed up, you know, at the or on the ship, like Knockout was very bothered. It was like, this is the one that you know dismembered Knockout or whatever, and then you know saying how Breakdown would have found this fight. So like, I think he cared to a certain extent. I don't think it's to the extent that some people make it out, especially kind of making them out to be lovers. I really don't think that was the case. But I do think he cared for Breakdown somewhat, at the very least. Then Triton says, as much as I love Lockdown, I do wonder how much of that is purely down to great presence and face-mounted gun. That's kind of fair. I mean, sometimes it really is just that simple stuff. With characters, man. Like it doesn't necessarily take much to make them or to make a character super cool in somebody's mind. I mean, hell, as a kid, I still love him now. I'm buying the fucking like $400 Hot Toys of him. But General Grievous is one of my favorite Star Wars characters, and he doesn't have a whole lot more going on than design and just presence with fucking slaying Jedi, having 4 arms, 4 lightsabers, spinning them around. I love him, but, you know, it's true. I mean, there's no real shame. Hey, would you guys like to see more of Scourge up close? Here he is. So, you know, I still have the cannon arm on, but, you know, try to give you an idea of just some of the details and whatnot. Get over here with the sword. And I'll get back to the chat once I'm done kind of showing him you guys. Unless, if you want, tag me in case there's anything that you specifically want to see. But, the shoulders, I think, are a great example of just, like, some of the paint work on him. And, like, here's a Predacon logo, another Predacon, Autobot logo, Decepticon logo, which, oops, sorry, I didn't realize how far off I was there. You know, the Bay Decepticon logo with the rhombus eyes, which are superior, I believe. Another Predacon logo. So he's killed a good bit of Predacons. Let's see, over here. Yet another Predacon logo, and another Predacon logo, Autobot logo. Are there any other ones? Decepticon logo. Oh no, Maximal, sorry. Autobot one there. Let me move his arm down, sorry. Yeah, and then, you know, kind of getting a little up close here. Looks pretty good. Take off the mask, which is very cool that it's die-cast, and, you know, there's the unmasked face, and it looks like he has oh, come on, stay focused. He has a good bit of, like, some jaw articulation. Sorry, guys. Holding a camera and trying to do everything one-handed is a bit of a pain, so I apologize if you're not getting the absolute best view. Uh-oh. Hold on, you guys. I need to fix this freaking charger, because my phone's down to 12%. I'm not trying to have it die like it did that one time. There we go. That should do the trick. But yeah, spin them around to the back here. Just a lot of cool details. Like here, I love it whenever they add just a cool like spinal detail to these guys. Hold on, let me. Can he do the? Oh, maybe not. I guess he. Seeing if he did the thing that a lot of 3-0 stuff and even like Yolopark Megatron and Mirage, which I have here, does where if you like ab crunch them, they have like it reveals more detail. But I guess not. Yeah, the feet. Here's the claw. The claw. Here's the other face, which I might see about trying to put on more, but that's kind of neat, I suppose. And again, you know, the mask. It would have been cool if it came with a... Oh, dear Lord! You could definitely hear that was diecast, though. But it would have been cool if it came with a broken mask version to have him hold like he did in the movie after Mirage knocked that off. Damn. No, knocked it off, Mirage. Fucking A. I'm sorry, you guys. Give me a second, you guys. Still trying to make sure that this thing's going right, since my phone is so fucky. Alright, let me make sure this stays while I put this back on my tripod. Alright, so we should be good to go with stuff. I don't know why it went blank like that for a second. It's kind of weird. I need to stand up for a minute. You guys been sitting down so long. Oh, let me see here. Eric M. at Talon Productions, hot take. Oh, wait. Oh, I read that one already. My bad. Decepticon logo is the only Decepticon representation in the entire film. You know, I'm really not bothered by that, if I'm being 100% honest. I think it was a decent bit of change to have something not Decepticon related. Obviously, we got that with Lockdown. But, you know, just having kind of a bit more of a faction. The only thing with that, though, is that the Terracons were kind of just Decepticons with a different name. So, like, it didn't really matter, I suppose. Because, I mean, you really could just say, like, you know, these were Decepticons that were powered by Unicron, and it really wouldn't change a thing. You know, they didn't have to be Terrorcons. But then, you know, of course, you know, cutting out Transit was definitely a little tragic, to say the least. Damn, I'm sorry, you guys. I really hate that I have to keep doing that. Scourge should have been Thundercracker like a G1. Damn, that would have been wild. I don't think the transit scene was canon. I'm trying to think of from what I remember. I think the transit scene, like, if you want to consider it canon, you could, because I don't think there's really anything in the movie itself that contradicts it. At least not that I can think of. I think the transit scene is definitely an overall loss just because of how much I feel it helps with stuff in Rise of the Beast. Explaining a bit more the situation, kind of keeping the Decepticons as a background threat. It's just like, hey, they're still around. Just because we're dealing with these other guys doesn't mean that the Decepticons aren't a concern. Um, and yeah. And then of course just helping with like Optimus and whatnot. And plus it was a cool fight, and just that design, man. Cyberlight says this might be a hot take of mine, but I feel like the Raptor Squad in Jurassic World 2015 movie should have been Utah Raptors. That would have been kind of cool. I mean, hell, aren't they technically Utah Raptors, in, more so than Velociraptors, at least in terms of size? Eric M says, I'm surprised there is no Transformer that turns into a tractor. You know what? At least from what I immediately recall, I guess there isn't. It's kind of wild. Triton says, Optimus versus Transit is my favorite Rise of the Beast scene. Make of that what you will. Damn, and it's not even in the goddamn movie. You know what? I just thought of something. How do I post a poll, you guys? Do you know? Here we go. Okay, I'll do it. I'm gonna show this on screen, but I figured I'd post a vote, even though I am fairly certain I know what's gonna win. Alright, you guys, please vote in the poll. Let's see, why are Shockwave and Soundwave's thighs thick and Bumblebee? Who knows, man? That's kind of just that design aesthetic. Aren't their thighs skinny in G1? Well, I mean, just because it's going for a G1 design doesn't mean it has to be like 100%, you know? Cyberlight says, Revenge of the Fallen Megatron would tear Rise of the Beast Scourge in half. Oh, I agree. And yeah, that was the question. If no one's seen the poll, it's who wins, Revenge of the Fallen Megatron or Rise of the Beast Scourge. People just overhype the fuck out of Scourge. Hell, I'm not gonna lie, I fell for some of that hype whenever the movie first came out. So I remember I actually saw Rise of the Beast in theaters twice. Once on opening night with my girlfriend, and then the second time with a group of friends, like the following Sunday or something like that. And I remember walking out the second time, being like, "Yeah, man, like Optimus Prime hasn't had his ass kicked like that in a while." I mean, I guess that is technically true, but what am I trying to say? You know, damn, I'm so bad sometimes with being able to fucking talk like a normal human being. You know, it was just kind of, I don't know. For me, it's the fact that Scourge kicked a lot of ass in their first fight. Then the second fight, you know, like on the mountain, they're pretty equal. You know, like, hell, if anything, Optimus gets a lot more hits in. It's just Scourge seemed, like, fairly unfazed, I guess, but like he never really got in many himself. And then in the third and the last fight, like he gets his ass kicked. Yeah, you know, obviously I think Revenge of the Fallen Megatron would take this, and I mean, you know, one thing I think you do need to consider too is their sizes, because even though with these figures, Megatron is slightly bigger. Just overall. Scourge in Rise of the Beast, I don't know an exact scale, but I think he was only like 22, maybe 24 feet tall max. whereas Megatron's 35. So hell, this might be more accurate if I had the DLX Revenge of the Fallen Megatron out here. But obviously, you know, you could have like a David and Goliath situation, but I don't know. I just feel like his size, just combined with everything else, he can take down Scourge. But Scourge is powered by Unicron, and yeah, how much did that help him in the fight? Unicron did fuck all when Scourge even spoke out about needing help. But hey. Triton says, before I watched Prime, I thought Steve Blum's voice is too gruff for Starscream, yet now he's possibly my favorite. Did anyone else in the chat feel similar? I didn't. I wasn't familiar with Steve Blum like that, so I just didn't have that familiarity, I suppose. Yeah. There's been 7 votes so far, and all 7 are in favor of Megatron. And, you know, good. As it should be. Or as it was, whatever that song says. Revenge of the Fallen Megatron would just impale Scourge and call him weak. Yeah. Oh, I was going to put that one on. Yeah, I tend to keep my stuff in baggies. That's what I do with a lot of accessories. Yeah, this Scourge though, he's pretty freaking cool. I do like him a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Where did I put this thing? So, wanted to show off too because, like I said, I did get him. I bought Rise of the Beast Scourge and Rise of the Beast Mirage together. I built Mirage with my girlfriend last night though because she liked Mirage a lot. I feel like most people like Mirage a lot, but so I thought it could be kind of fun just to build him together. And Mirage is pretty damn cool. It kind of makes me appreciate the design a bit more because I don't really care for the Rise of the Beast Mirage design. It's okay. It's just funny to me because I feel like he is straight up an Age of Extinction type design. That's not necessarily a negative. It's just like, you know, not really having recognizable parts and, you know, and all of that. But let's see. Since it's the same type of magnet turn-ons, I got the, you know, obviously the guns on, and I think they look great. Just a whole lot of detail. I like him. Hell, I've never really realized that the back end of the car is his back. At least I'm pretty sure that's the back end. They're just covered up by the wheels. Yeah, I like him a good bit. He's pretty cool. See, Sideways is the best herald of Unicron. I wouldn't disagree with that. He's pretty cool. Triton asks, have you played Mass Effect? Because if so, I have a Rise of the Beast. It takes inspiration from something in Mass Effect. I have not played Mass Effect myself, but I had a roommate that was a pretty big fan of Mass Effect. So like I saw him play stuff and you know, Mirage freaking strobe party. And but yeah, so I haven't played them myself, but I do have some familiarity with it. Whoa, damn. But Sideways is a pretty cool herald of Unicron. I do like him. Let's see here. You go Rito Kenshin says Hugo Weaving voicing two villains who are after cubes of power. Coincidence? I think not. I definitely think that is, I do appreciate the meme, but I do think that those are definitely, oh, tweak. My bad, Trident. But no, damn it. See, look, how my brain works sometimes. I'm in the middle of talking or answering one thing, that I go to the fucking next. But, I appreciate the meme there with the whole coincidence. I think not, but I do think it was a coincidence. But yeah, it is a fun one at the very least. But yeah, the word tweak is what just okay, because I really was just like, what? Hey, Austin's back. Oh, Eric M said, bless you when I sneeze. Thank you. Austin, you should vote in the poll, even though I already know what your answer is. Hey, good. Nah, because I had them pose together here, and I was like, yeah, man. Thankfully, everyone is voting for the correct answer. Yeah, welcome back. Let's see, a guy with too many regrets. Scourge should have been Thundercracker like in G1 in order to make him a tragic and better written villain. Cyclonus of Bludgeon should have been the movie too. That could have been cool. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Bludgeon as a Terracon. That could be kind of neat. Oh, Drake, what's up? Hi, Talon, how are you doing? Hello, I'm doing okay. Had a frustrating start with the stream, and I'm not feeling like 100% the best, as you can probably tell by my voice. But, going about as well as I can, I suppose. And Austin, you also missed me going up close on Scourge. I can do that again, though. And actually, I might do that with old Mirage. See here. And let me make sure. Not bad. Oh, you guys. Theory Miss uploaded something, I guess a short, saying, worst skids and Mudflap really racist. I'll have to check that out. You guys should know my opinion at this point, but if you don't, I don't think they were genuinely racist. Alright. So yeah, you guys, here's Mirage. And this guy is pretty cool. I hate that I couldn't do this, or, well, I say that I couldn't do. I could have done this as a live build, but I think, I had a bit of fun with it, with doing it with my girlfriend. Again, because she likes Mirage, and, she likes being able to include herself with my hobby stuff if she can. But, I mean, hell, maybe we could have done that as a live build, I don't know. She did get frustrated with a few things, though, which did crack me up. But yes, Mirage is pretty good as well. He's probably the weakest of the three I have. Like, right now, it's probably from the bottom to top. Mirage, Scourge, Megatron. Obviously, I'm very biased with Megatron because I love Bay Megatron. And specifically Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. But Scourge is really cool, though, and I look forward to being able to mess with him more. And get the proper batteries for him. Again, I might have the batteries. I just forgot to check before this. And, yeah. But he does look pretty fucking cool. Alright, and I said I would show you guys, so I'll go ahead and do it real quick. I'll get back to the chat in just a few minutes. Of course, back here, this is the,
I let the flames burn like Jordan.
uh-oh, stop it. This is the, damn it, the plain way model Megatron or whatever. The third-party knockoff one is the same size as the Y Zhang. But it comes with the non-transforming torso and stuff. And this one has the upgrade head and upgrade hands that are articulated. He's been shown off before. Oh, there it goes. Hey. I got Age of the Primes Alpha Trion, who I surprisingly like a decent bit. Not the best thing in the world, but he's an okay fit figure. My Cronus, who's he's kind of along the same lines, at least for me. I do like him a good bit. Very unique, super cool. There's the Unique Toys Age of Extinction Stinger. I fucking love this thing, dude. He's so cool. He's definitely gonna be a figure of the year for me. Yeah, oh, he's pretty cool. Then there's the Legacy, proper Thundertron with the, in my opinion, the right head. Love that guy. Then of course Yolopark, Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. Begin our assault. Damn, my voice sounded rough right there. God damn it. I actually don't feel too bad myself. It's just my voice definitely sounds a little rough. Maybe I need to put some Robitussin on it. Keep this on Scourge for a minute. All right. See, I think Hugo Weaving did a better job as Megatron than Frank Welker did in the Bayverse, which is crazy because you would expect the OG voice to be better. I mean, it's just I think Hugo Weaving's voice just fits better. It's nothing against Frank Welker. He's great. He's a great actor. Like, I think his performances in Age of Extinction and The Last Night are great. It's just Hugo Weaving's voice overall fits Megatron better. At least in my opinion. I always find it... oh, Ramjet. But he's been a herald of Unicron. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, Thrust. Cyberlight said the twins were annoying but not racist. Agreed. Eric M., I saw someone who said that Bayverse Grimlock is the weakest version of Grimlock. Did he forget how big Bayverse Grimlock is? He would give his versions the jazz treatment. I like Bayverse Grimlock a lot. He's pretty great. I wouldn't say he's the weakest one. Austin, you asked for Scourge Unmasked. Here you go. He does come with a replacement face. I need to actually see how that works, because I think it takes away... Oh, come on. Because I think it takes away the forehead slot, if I'm right. But I think it looks pretty decent. It does a decent job with it, and just, you know... The mask looks very good. I like it a lot. Yeah, I'll definitely need a bit more time to... Oh, God damn it. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Sorry. There we go. And yeah, it's pretty cool that the jaw is articulated. Let's see here. I'm not a fan overall of Rise of the Beast Mirage, but I do like that you can actually see car parts in his robot mode. I mean, you can see a few. Like I think you got like the headlights there. I assume these are probably something from the car, maybe. You got the back of the car there, along with obviously the tires on his back and in his feet, damn it, legs. But otherwise, though, I just don't feel like there's much there. I guess this could be like a grill. I don't know. Like I get it. It's just I feel like he's very Age of Extinction reminiscent, where like even when there's car parts, you kind of have to really look, if that makes sense. But good old Scourge. But yeah, you guys. Yeah, we've been going for almost 2 hours. I will say, part of why I tried to start a little earlier is because I will need to get off early. Because usually I go until about 5, and it's only 3:38 right now. So I'll probably need to get off here in the next 15, 20 minutes, depending. So if you guys have any more questions or anything you'd like to talk about, or if you'd like to see more of Scourge up these guys, please let me know. Damn it. It for some reason it keeps something keeps popping up, causing the screen to go blank. So that's why that happens, you guys. I don't understand why, because I'm not clicking anything, but... Hold on. Let's see. Cyberlight asked, which Mirage do you prefer? Between the Dark of the Moon version and the Rise of the Beast? Man. I'm probably with Austin. And character-wise, it's Rise of the Beast, but coolness factor, Dark of the Moon. Definitely in terms of design, I prefer Dark of the Moon. I know he might not have much of a character, but what you can kind of get from him in Dark of the Moon, I might kind of prefer that, just as like a cool thing. I do like Jokey Mirage from Rise of the Beast, but like I really couldn't imagine like the Dark of the Moon one having the Rise of the Beast personality. That'd be kind of wild. Stinger showcase. I guess I could do that. Let me try to get him into a less weird-looking pose. He looked fine last night, but I guess moving him around kind of like caused some other stuff to move and not looking the best. But give me a minute before I start showing him off. Imagine a Transformer turning into a black hole, dude. How would that even work? Eric M says, or asks, do you have any favorite indie games? Not really. I'm not a big game player, unfortunately. I like video games, but just with a lot of things I spend my free time doing, I don't really have time for video games, unfortunately. But yeah. Triton, I wonder if Hugo Weaving would ever return to Transformers if he knew how many fans loved his Megatron. I mean, maybe, but I know, like, you know, he definitely seems like if he doesn't get something out of it, then he's not really gonna worry about it, which is fine, totally fine. You know, I still love his Megatron regardless. Drake says, "Are you username ladiesman217?" Unfortunately, I'm not. Lance isn't here anymore, but he is, because he has an eBay account of "Are you username ladiesman217?" Or just username ladiesman217. And hey, go check out his stuff if you want to get something. Let's see, Cyberlight. I do like Mirage and the Dark of the Moon game, since he appeared to not like the idea of working with humans and was pretty silent and kind of grumpy. Yeah, I enjoyed that too. Kind of his relationship with humans just being like, yeah, I kind of don't like you guys. I kind of dug that. I enjoyed Mirage as a character in Rise of the Beast. Yeah, he was fun. Yeah, Jay Ross, you're right though. That does mean Barricade's gonna hunt him down. All right. Since Austin asked, let's take a closer look at Stinger, especially since what was supposed to happen last week before I got really fucking lazy. Brightening up the red. Alright, so here we go. There's Stinger up close. Love the head sculpt. Love the green. Looks great. The chest and everything. Only thing is, I feel like it's pretty accurate. I feel like Stinger kind of has this thing of, his torso kind of looks a little, like, long. I'm not sure if long is the right word, but it just looks a little odd to me. But it still looks good. Here's the cannon arm and everything. I love the weapon. It looks good. Obviously, very Revenge of the Fallen Megatron-ish. Looks good. You got the... I guess those might be like missiles or something, but I think they look neat, whatever they are. Let's keep going here. Get abdomen. Fortunately, I think this was user error more than anything, but I did get a small paint chip right here on him. I'll see if I can cover it up and find a good matching red. But there's the feet, very detailed. Ross says, unfortunately, I gotta go. Hey, man, it's been fun. I'm glad you could join. We'll do it again soon. Always nice talking with you. But, yeah, just the details are good. Let's get this turned around. I do not have the spikes flipped out on these things, but he does have the spiky bits. I just, like I said, they are not currently flipped out. When I last turned them into the robot mode, I was too lazy with it. But as usual, as you can see with Unique Toy stuff, just a very clear back, or very clean back, clean legs. Yeah, everything about this guy, dude, beautiful. I love this figure. He's pretty cool. Definitely one of my favorites this year. And even though some of the pictures have been a little iffy, I'm looking forward to the Bumblebee version, since it will be the full Camaro. Will come with the regular Bumblebee head, which they said they are working on fixing, because someone did point out it looks like it's based more so off of like the early like concept versions than the final version in the film. But yeah, man, Stinger is pretty great. I love him. He's awesome. I think it continues the amazing streak that Unique Toys has had, and the quality's good. Just yeah, I love him. Let me go ahead and put this back up here. Please don't do that weird thing where that thing comes up and causes this to go like white, or the screen to go black. Do another read in the the chat. I will say, I think I might get going once I'm done reading through the chat here, you guys. So if you do have, again, anything else you'd like to say or ask, go ahead and do it, because I might go ahead and get a head start. So I kind of like get out of here not too long after we're done. But Dark of the Moon game is super underrated. I agree. It's pretty fun. It really is just like a War for Cybertron reskin with Bay designs, but that's good. Bay vs. Hound is the best Hound. I would agree. I like Bay vs. Hound a lot. I know a lot of people like to say he's bulkhead. I don't really agree with that. But let's see. The Revenge of the Fallen game is also pretty underrated. Oh, dude, I love the Revenge of the Fallen game. That's actually probably my favorite Bay game is Revenge of the Fallen. It is a lot of fun. It is... Sorry, I had to get a sip of the blast. It is... what the hell am I saying? Damn. I feel like it's very unique. I know the whole, like, on the trigger to, like, transform and whatnot, but I thought that was fine. I had a lot of fun with the multiplayer too. I used to play as the Seeker, essentially Skywarp, flying around, teleporting and stuff. That was fun. Just yeah, I had a fun time with the Revenge of the Fallen game. Triton says everyone loves Stinger's design, yet Age of Extinction Bumblebee is super divisive. I think it's just because that design does work better as Stinger, even though I'm sure in the design process it was made as Bumblebee first. It just works better for Stinger. And like Bumblebee's head design in that just looks kind of weird. I don't know. I do at least appreciate that they try to differentiate them a little bit, because like Stinger has the Pagani like front bits in the shoulders, whereas Bumblebee still has them in the chest. And then of course again like the head. So I mean that's not too different. Well, and then the Camaro hubcaps instead of the Pagani ones. But I don't know. I can see where it's a little odd, but it's just I can understand why it works better for Stinger and why people would like that more than the Bumblebee version. I'm with you guys. Stinger was pretty cool, and yeah, I don't have it's even though it ranks way lower on my list of Bumblebee designs, I don't have a super I don't have too much of a problem with that design on its own anymore. I kind of used to it. I still think it could have done something with having the door wings still, but there are just times though where it feels kind of busy. I hate that as as like a negative for the Bay designs on the whole, but I can see it applying to that Bumblebee. design-wise, I felt like Age of Extinction Bumblebee tried too hard to look cool. In the other movies, he looked inherently cool. You know what? That's a good way to put it. 69 Spartan. Yeah, I like that. Hey, Triton, looks like you can go check out your friend's stuff here in just a bit. Drake, I gotta go. I wish I came earlier, but I had something important. Bye, Drake. I'm sure you're already gone, but thank you for joining. Eric M. at Talon Productions. I had a theory for Dark of the Moon. The Decepticon soldiers from Dark of the Moon with the 4 eyes from the moon were the hatchlings from ROTF. It's definitely possible. My only thing is, I'm pretty sure they say that the Decepticons that were hiding there on the moon or stashed away on the moon had been there for a long time, so who knows? But, like, I could definitely see it at least being some of them. But, I guess if you guys are like, don't have too much more to say, I think I will go ahead and call it. But a fun stream, though. The build with Scourge went pretty well, pretty satisfying, in my opinion. Pretty quick, too. Like, once I'd finished that last leg, I was just like, damn, guys, like, it's done. But, as usual, I had a fun time with everyone. Not sure when the next live build would be, just because, like, all this stuff I'd be interested in from Yolopark, is coming later on, like a lot of the base stuff, but you know, we'll see. And but I've had a lot of fun with you guys. Thank you for helping my day kind of get a little better, because that just really frustrated me with the technical difficulties, because things were going to go very smoothly, and then just all of that happened, and then me not feeling the best just kind of adding to it. That was very frustrating. So I do thank you guys for that. Yeah, you have been great as usual. But let's see. Stream again was very, very fun, and then hope your sickness passes soon. Thank you. I'm not feeling the worst. It's just I just had a lot of like gunk and whatnot, and my throat not feeling the best, but it'll be all right. But thank you guys for joining me, and hopefully we'll do a stream again soon. You know, even if it's just like a hangout one, or maybe another hot takes one, or something. You know, we'll do it again soon. You could always sometime do a chill hangout stream while doing some editing. Oh, maybe. I think that could be fun. Especially if maybe I'm past the audio stage, just because doing audio editing would be, I don't know, I like just really being able to listen to it. But we'll see. But thank you guys for joining me, and we will do this again soon. Bye, guys. If I can find the egg. There we go. Haha. Again. Bye, guys.